students. As we know, we are dealing with the reproduction in bacteria. In our last class, we studied regarding asexual reproduction in bacteria, whereas in today's class, we are going to see regarding the sexual reproduction, that is the genetic recombination. In that, especially we are going to focus on transduction. As we know, here in the reproduction, we have the two types in bacteria, that is the asexual mode of reproduction and the sexual mode of reproduction. Just we go for the quick recall. In the asexual reproduction, we studied regarding the binary fission. The first case, that is the binary fission, where one parent cell is going to divide and give rise to the two daughter cells, which are genetically identical to that of the parent cell. This is in the case of the binary fission, where the parent cell is larger than compared to the daughter cells. Next, in the second case, the endospore formation. See, here the endospore formation takes place. This is the inner core, the outer is the outer core, where the seeds are formed inside the cell. That is the endospore formation. This is when it will take place when the conditions are unfavorable. The endospore formation takes place when the conditions are unfavorable, and it germinates when it gets the proper favorable condition. Here the third one is the budding. Here, if it is the parent cell, it extends at the some corner where it will transfer its genetic material here, which gives this protube, that is the bud formation, which will get off detached from the parent cell, which act as the individual one as a bud. This is in the case of the budding. These three processes we studied in last class, that is the binary fission, the endospore formation and the budding. This comes under the asexual mode of reproduction in bacteria. In today, that is the sexual reproduction. It is also called the genetic recombination. Sexual reproduction, nothing but the genetic recombination. Here, first we are going to focus on transduction part. Here, the asexual reproduction. The process of the asexual reproduction in bacteria does not resemble the normal eukaryotic process. As we know, it does not resemble the normal eukaryotic process. Here, it can be defined as an unidirectional passage of the genetic material or DNA from a donor cell to a recipient cell. Here, this is asexual reproduction or the genetic recombination. We can define as it is the unidirectional passage of genetic material or the DNA from a donor cell to the recipient cell. Here we know bacteria, we don't have the different sexes. Here we don't separate the male bacteria and the female bacteria. Hence, here the sexual reproduction takes by the genetic recombination. That is the genetic material of one bacteria that is transferred to the another bacteria, where we won't say here it is the male one, here it is the female one. Hence, this is the unidirectional passage of the genetic material or DNA from a donor cell to a recipient. If it is the donor cell, it is the recipient cell where they transfer their genetic material. This process of transfer of genetic material without a nuclear fusion and reduction, it is called as the parasexual process. This process is called as the parasexual process. Which one? Where the transfer of genetic material without nuclear fusion and reduction. Here, none of any case such as the nuclear fission and the reduction takes place. Such process is called as the parasexual process. Here, this is achieved by three methods, that is the parasexual process, especially the sexual reproduction, These are carried out by the pre-processing bacteria. The first one is the transduction, second one is the transformation, and the third one is the conjugation. Here we are focusing on the transduction. Here, what is this transduction? This is nothing but the bacteriophase, where we studied in reproduction in viruses, that is the T4 bacteriophase, the infection of the cell. Here, the genetic material, that is either maybe DNA or RNA of one bacterial cell is transferred to the another bacterial cell through the bacteriophase. Here, bacteria, those are infected to transfer one genetic material to the other. Here, we study two types, especially the general transduction and the specialized transduction. Before going to the transduction, we will going to see one animated video where we clearly picturize the reproduction, the mode of reproduction, how the cells get multiplied quickly in the microscope, how we can observe with our naked eyes. That we see first, later we will go to the transduction part. Where we see in the animated part how the bacterial cells get replicated within the fraction of seconds. Here we will go to the transduction. Here, as I stated before, this transduction is the process in which the genetic material, that is the DNA of one bacterial cell, is transferred to another bacterial cell through the bacteriophase. Here, this is the bacteriophase, which is important in the transduction. It was first demonstrated by Ledberg and Ginder in 1952, especially in the bacteria Salmonella. In Salmonella in 1952 for the first time, which was demonstrated by the Ledberg and Ginder regarding the transduction process. Here, the process of transduction starts with the infection of bacterium by a bacteriophage. How it will start the transduction process? It will start by the infecting a bacterium by the bacteriophage. Here, The bacterial DNA soon fragments and the bacterial cytoplasm produce the phase proteins. What happens here? Here the bacterial DNA soon get fragments and the bacterial cytoplasm produces the phase proteins. The sum of the bacterial DNA passes into the phases. What happens here? Here sum of the bacterial DNA that passes along with the phases. As the result, the phase would be carrying a portion of the bacterial DNA. Here what happens? Here some part of the bacterial DNA that is come along with the phases. When the bacterial cell lyses, the phases are released. As we know the process of the bacteriophage, how if it is the cell, here the virus infects the bacterial cell where the genetic material is replicated, the phases are formed, the lysis of cell takes place. These come independent unit. This is in the case of the bacteriophage where we see the phases are released. These are the phases are released with the help of the lysis of bacterial cell. This cell get lysis, that is the breakdown of this cell takes place where the newly formed phases are released. This is regarding the basic information regarding the transduction. Here these phases with bacterial DNA which infects the fresh bacterial cells. What happens here? We get the phase. This is a phase. This is the new bacterial cell. These phases come and infect this new cell, new bacterial cell, where inside the bacterium the phases DNA is incorporated into the bacterial DNA. As we know, this is the phase DNA. Before to that, we will having the basic bacterial DNA or the genetic material which is get incorporated with this bacterial DNA. This produces recombinant DNA. Here the prophase, that is the phases, plus the basic DNA, that is the genetic material of the bacterium which fuse to give the recombinant DNA. Now it is called as the, that is the phase DNA, and the bacterial DNA fuses to give the recombinant DNA. Here this process occurs through a agency of a phase without two bacterial cells coming into the contact. Here it takes place with the help of the phase, that is the agency of phase. Here we won't see the any two cells that come in contact and transfer the genetic material. This is not the case here. Here the agency is the phase, that is the phase DNA that come in contact with the new bacterial cell and they get replicate, which is called as the recombinant DNA. Hence the transduction is described as the phase mediated genetic transfer. This process is called as the, this transduction is called as the phase mediated genetic transfer. Why? Because it will starts with the phase that come contact with the new bacterial cell where it get incorporated to the bacterial DNA. Hence that is the phase mediated genetic transfer. It transfers genetic material into the bacterial cell where the recombinant DNA is formed. Hence it is called the phase mediated genetic transfer. Next we will see the generalized transduction and the specialized transduction, where I will show you how the generalized transduction takes place and the specialized transduction takes place. First we will go with the generalized transduction. See the animation, how it replicates, how process initiates, what will happen in generalized transduction.
In generalized transduction, a segment of DNA is carried from one bacterial cell to another by a bacterial virus called a bacteriophage or phage. The phage attaches to the bacterial cell and injects its nucleic acid into the host cell. A phage enzyme is produced that breaks down the host DNA into smaller fragments. Phage DNA is replicated and phage coat proteins are produced. During formation of the mature phage particles, a few phage heads may surround fragments of bacterial DNA instead of phage DNA. The phage particle carrying the bacterial DNA infects another cell, transferring the bacterial DNA to the new cell. When the bacterial DNA is introduced into the new host cell, it can become integrated into the bacterial chromosome, thereby transferring genes to the recipient. This cell then multiplies and carries new genetic material.
Where we seen how the process initiates and how it ends in the video part, which will be easy for you people to visualize how the process takes place. Instead of telling, if you visualize, it will be very easy for you people to remember. Here we seen the process which involves here the attachment of the bacteriophage to donor cell, where we seen here this attachment of bacteriophage to the donor cell. What happens next? After the attachment, the penetration of a genetic material into the chromosomal DNA of the donor cell. What happens? This attached bacteriophage which transfer its genetic material to the donor cell. This is called the donor cell, which receives the genetic material from the bacteriophage. Here what happens next? After the penetration of the genetic material into the chromosomal DNA of the donor cell, here degradation of the chromosomal DNA takes place. Here the degradation of chromosomal DNA of the donor cell takes place. See here. It is the genetic material of the donor cell. This is the genetic material of the bacteriophage. When these come in contact, they start breaking. That is the degradation of the chromosomal DNA takes place. Next, what happens here? Here, the assembly of the bacteriophage, which occasionally carries bacterial DNA and cause cell lysis. Here, see. You see the difference. Which we are having the recombinant DNA as it's the genetic material. Next, what happens here? The attachment and the penetration of bacteriophage that carries donor cell DNA into the recipient cell. Here, once these cells come out with the genetic material, now this cell having the genetic material that is called as the prophase. Next, this phase that come and attach to the another new bacterial cell where it discloses this prophase. Here, see the attachment and the penetration of bacteriophage that carries donor cell DNA into the recipient cell. This is the case. Here we can differentiate the color. See, this is the prophase and this is the bacterial DNA. This part is the phage DNA, where this is the bacterial DNA. They forms the ring, that is the recombinant DNA, where the half part which involves the phage DNA and the other half part which have the bacterial donor DNA. This is in the case of the generalized transduction. We have other mode of transduction, that is the specialized. This is in general mode. We have the specialized transduction too, that we see here.
Specialized transduction involves the transfer of only a few specific genes from one bacterial cell to another by means of a phage. The lambda phage, which infects E. coli, is a well-studied example of a specialized transducing phage. When lambda phage infects E. coli, the phage DNA enters the cell and then integrates into a specific site on the host chromosome. When an E. coli culture carrying the lambda phage is induced, phage particles are produced. On rare occasions, a piece of bacterial DNA, for example the GAL gene, near the specific site of insertion remains attached to the phage DNA and a piece of phage DNA is left behind. The phage that develop are defective because they do not carry the entire phage genome but can still infect other cells. The defective phage can attach to another bacterial cell and the DNA can be injected. Both phage and bacterial DNA now become integrated into the new host chromosome. Only bacterial genes located near the site of integration of the phage DNA can be transduced, hence the term specialized transduction.
I guess you people got rough idea regarding the specialized transduction. Here we will see step by step what all the steps involves in specialized transduction. Here in the first case, here the phage DNA integrates into the chromosome. What happens here? This is the first condition where the phage DNA that comes and integrates into the chromosome. See here, if it is chromosome, it is the phage DNA. This is the phage DNA that comes and integrates with. Next, the prophase deintegrates and picks up pieces of the bacterial chromosome. Here we can find out the difference here. What happens here? Here the prophase, that is the deintegrates and picks up pieces of the bacterial chromosome. See, if it is the complete bacterial chromosome, it is the prophase. It will take the some part of the bacterial chromosome and it forms the recombinant DNA, where you will get the some part of the bacterial chromosome. Here next what happens here? Here the replication of the viral DNA and the destruction of the bacterial DNA. After this process, what will happen? Here the replication of the viral DNA takes place and it destructs the bacterial DNA. See, these all are the recombinant DNA. We can see the differences where the blue color and the red color. The red part is the prophase DNA, where the blue is the bacterial DNA. Later, what will happen here? Here, the virus capsid synthesis and assembly takes place. Once here, the replication of the bacterial DNA and the prophase, later it will go to the virus capsid synthesis and the assembly. Why here the virus capsid synthesis takes place? Because this capsid encloses this newly formed recombinant DNA. That's why the virus capsid synthesis takes place, where later the assembly, that is the collar, tail, this part takes place here in here. Next, once it gets completed with the assembly, here the lysis of the bacterial cell, the bacterial cell takes place where the phage releases the infection of the new bacterial cell takes place. Here this once get released, which again go and get infect the other bacterial cell. See, this is the bacterial chromosome, that is the bacterial DNA, and this is the prophase, that is the recombinant DNA. Here next, the crossover and the stable gene transfer into recipient cell chromosome. What happens here? Once this phase is completed, here the crossover and the stable gene transfer into the recipient cell chromosome takes place. See, this is the prophase, this is the bacterial chromosome. Here the crossing over takes place. The crossing over means the some part of this prophase and the some part of this bacterial chromosome get attached. Here the some part of the prophase that get attached to this bacterial chromosome. which is the crossover, the transfer of the genetic material through the crossover. This is in the specialized transduction, where we have not seen these processes in the generalized transduction, where we first of all we see the infection of the bacterial cell to the bacteriophage, but here we have the phase DNA. Starting itself we have the phase DNA. It means first is important is the generalized transduction. After the generalized transduction we will having the specialized transduction. This is the difference here. See, here these are the differences between the generalized transduction whereas the specialized transduction in the transduction process. Here we can clearly identify what are the differences, what are the different steps that took place in the generalized transduction and the specialized transduction. We will see one by one. In the generalized transduction, first step where the bacterial host cell, that is the donor cell, infected by the phase. See, this is the donor DNA. This is the virus that inject its DNA, which later called as the phase DNA. This is the first case in the generalized transduction, whereas in specialized transduction here the prophase DNA integrates, that is integrated into the bacterial DNA. Here what happens? Here the bacterial host which get incorporated by the prophase DNA. Here the formation of prophase DNA takes place where it incorporated the prophase DNA itself in the first step, where in specialized transduction. Second step in generalized transduction, the host cell is broken down into small pieces. Here the proteins and phase DNA is also synthesized. This is in generalized, whereas in specialized the phase DNA cuts incorrectly and exchanges its DNA to that of the bacterial host cell. See, this is the beginning of excision. After the completion of the process, we will get this recombinant part, which we not see in the generalized transduction process. The third one, that is the third difference, is the bacterial host DNA is packaged in one of the viral capsid that are released through lysis of the bacterial cell. Then what happens here? Here the phase capsid plus donor cell DNA, which is enclosed in the viral capsids. Here the phase capsids contain the bacterial host DNA. What happens here? Here it gets the bacterial host DNA, which is transferred to a new bacterial recipient cell. See, difference here, the phase capsid plus donor cell DNA. Here the phase capsid plus donor DNA and the prophase DNA. See, this is the difference in third step. In third step only we have the in capsid, we have the phase capsid plus donor cell DNA in generalized part here, whereas in specialized we have the phase capsid plus donor DNA and the prophase DNA in the capsid of the virus. Next, in fourth step, here the transduction phase with host DNA infest new recipient cell, recombination also occurs here. So what happens here? During this process, the host DNA infects the new recipient cell and the recombination takes place in this case, whereas in specialized transduction the transduced phase is transferred to a new cell and recombination occurs. See, this is the recipient DNA. The recombinant DNA, that is the transduced phase is transferred to a new cell and the recombination occurs. This is in specialized. Here in the generalized transduction phase with the host DNA. Host DNA infects the new recipient cell. Whereas in fifth case, the recombinant new cell has a mixture of the donor DNA and the one of its own DNA. Its genotype is different. Here, the recombinant new cell which has the mixture of the donor DNA and one of its own DNA. It has the donor DNA plus its own DNA. This is the new recombinant cell which has the donor DNA as well as its own DNA. Whereas in specialized transduction, here the recombinant cell DNA has the different genotypes which is different from the donor or the recipient cell genotype. See, this is the difference where we has the host DNA, the recipient DNA and the prophase. Hence, here the genotype is different, that of the host DNA and recipient DNA. Here we have only the host DNA and the recipient DNA. Here we have the extra of the prophase DNA, because in third process we have the phase capsid, donor DNA and the phase DNA. Here the addition of phase DNA which leads to the addition in the genotype. This is in fifth condition. These are the differences we can easily make out between the generalized transduction as well as the specialized transduction. This is regarding the transduction process, whereas in next class we are going to see regarding the transformation, that is the genetic recombination, the sexual mode of reproduction bacteria. The second type is the transformation. Today we completed the transduction part. Thank you.